Hey, welcome all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab, doing what I do. I'm in the books. Boy, I got some good stuff for you. I'm all excited. I'm amped up. Let's go. I got to do my thing. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in to receiving them. I greatly appreciate you. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate. Y'all seem to appreciate that. I appreciate it too. To motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Give you insight about yourself. That's what I got for you. That's what I do. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get that together. And I ask the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not, and knows not that they know not, is foolish. Too many not knowings in there. Okay, disregard them. Can't help them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Probably, I ain't going there. I avoid them. Trust me, they're dangerous. I avoid them. You can avoid them because I do too. All right, trust me on that one. A person who knows, but knows not that they know, they spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my eye, be true. Boy, I'm feeling good because I'm watching the lesson play itself out. And if y'all following, this is good stuff. I'm seeing y'all, appreciate you when I see the comments I'm giving. So yeah, the books I teach from, again, I'll let you know, I'm still here, okay? This is my original Bible. This is the one that got me started over 10, 15 years ago, okay? But I love this book. It's always something you can, every time I go through here, I'm gonna find something else out. And this was about right thinkers. Let's talk about the mind. What is the mind? You see this little squiggly thing right there? Okay, looks like a snake, don't it? Called the serpent. The mind concept got a lot to do with the serpent. And ooh, I like this. This is gonna be fun. All right, one of my old lessons that I forgot, so now it's relived again. What is the mind? The mind is the cause of bondage or release. Your choice. It's Maya. Okay, the mind is based on Maya. Why? It's two hemispheres, left and right. That's why. That's where it starts. Understand that? Okay, we have a brain with two hemispheres. You know a serpent. Oh, let me get to this. I'm about to give away. I'm excited. Calm down. Let's talk about the mind, because the mind is, the concept is just mind-boggling. All right, let's go. It can either bond you or release you. The mind is that which what? Judges. That's Tahuti, remember him? The various experiences, right there. Spiritual beings come into human form to have just that, a human experience. Never mind, see, the spiritual experience is eternal, forever. When we get there after the physical experience, if we get there, that's the whole concept. Hope you understand that. Y'all ready? This is going to be a little intense for me, so I'm going to try to make my point, but I'm amped up. All right. Because I understand this. I learned this. I practiced it. I mastered it. So it's fun for me right now. So I'm trying to give you the concept. Let's go. That's why I like to teach. We face at every moment. Okay. Oh, okay. That's a continuation. The mind is the cause of bondage and release. Your mind is that which judges the various experiences we face at every moment of life, at death. Everybody have near-death experience. The first thing everybody say, I saw my life flash before my eyes. That's the memory running back like a tape. It's like a real, yes, concept. That's the perfect idea, perfect concept. All right. But now, in a world created out of combination of dense and subtle energy and various states of consciousness. Remember, the spirit, the energy, that's God. And the consciousness is what makes everything creation. So they got to go together. That's what makes God able to do what he do. He's spirit and he's also conscious. Understand that? And in the physical form, that's the creation that we got to become like him to manifest from the thought. That's how he created the world. And the more dense, heavy stuff, that's the physical world. The lighter we get, the subtler we get, the more conscious we become what? Ascendant, up. This is the lowest level. We're born here to leave here. Basic instruction before leaving Earth. We call it the book of coming forth by day. Some call it the book of the dead. I tell you I wouldn't use that. That was the last lesson, but I don't like to use that phrase, book of the dead. That means I told it from dead people. Moving on, I ain't going to get involved in that nonsense again. I'll let you know how I feel. All right, let's get to the lesson. Now, it is necessary to have an instrument that will discern and discriminate. What is that? Anubis. Your discernment faculty of your thought process, knowing right from wrong, truth from lies. He's at judgment day also. Okay? And other one there is Tahuti. He's reason, rhyme, and right thinking. So those two qualities go together. Discernment and discrimination. Between good and evil, you have to know the difference. Again, hot and cold, here and there, etc. You see where we're going with that? Opposites, okay? Understanding them. That's Mayat. Now the choice you make is yours. Mayat just put it out there for you. Excuse me. In order to carry on the affairs of your human life, this process of what? Discrimination is what causes the appearance of distinct and different objects and situations in our lives. Because we can discriminate or discern between certain things, that's all the faculty concept, and that's what we have to use to our benefit. So therefore, the process of discrimination is a dualizing process. Why? Where out of the one reality, which is energy, there seems to be what? Many realities. From this standpoint, in apparent duality, which is Mayat, the idea arises what? That we are separate. That's wrong thinking. We are individuals. And we are also separate from the universe. Wrong thinking. Again, misunderstanding from what? An egoistic and ignorant point of view. Nobody told you that. You just get at it on your own. I hate when people don't know something. If I'm not a mechanic, I can't figure out how to put an engine together. I can learn, but I can't figure it out on my own. Just it's gonna pop in my head like for some. I want to be a mechanic, so I'm gonna know how to work on cars. No, it's a process. Everything is a process. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. No matter what it is, it's still a process. In this state of ignorance, again, it's hard operating in that ignorant state. Why? It's hard to do the right thing. You don't know. So it's how you gonna do. It's pot luck. 50-50 shot though. You do something, you got 50-50 shot of it being right and wrong. Ain't a whole bunch of options. And my man K. Dot said, I got plenty of options. Yeah, but it ain't many when you're doing right and wrong. Simple as that. Ain't a whole bunch of options. But in this state of ignorance that a lot of people live in, what happened? We interact with this world in an action-reaction mentality. You do this, I'm gonna do that. I want you to do this, so I do that. That's the devil. That's exchanging, I do this, you give me that back. We make a deal. I got this. We called it bartering. That's when it was fair. Fair dealing. We ain't live in a society of fairness no more. Everybody want to have the upper hand. You want 51% of the pie. Well, I just take 50. I got 50, you got 50. Some people don't think like that. Okay? But you live in that mentality. Gotta get mine. That's the devil. That's the crab mentality. But this is definitely leading right to this. Following our lower nature. Right there. That's what that is, the ego. You suffer anger, greed, hate, all those negative qualities. That's the ego. And you manifest them within yourself. You cause all that because of you, okay? Now, instead of what? Incorporating and using your higher nature. Feeling of oneness with God, knowing thyself, reaching knee-high spiritual enlightenment, you become a different person, which now, when balanced with the lower, knowing wrong, knowing right. Oh, I'm still on the side of doing what's right. I did what's wrong and it paid for that. Now I'm doing what's right. I get blessed for that. Your choice again. Putting it out there. You can make any decision you want. But the best one, you'll find out the one that gets you blessed, that's the one you want to keep doing. The ones that ain't getting you blessed, you might want to stay away from them. Why? It's consequences. You might not serve it now, but it's consequences for those actions. Now, instead of doing that, what they do, they live, but when you learn to balance the two, now with the lower, now that will lead one to what? Experience. Universal love, sharing and peace, aka reaching enlightenment within themselves to reach supreme peace, Hotep. Okay, Nihas, to be comfortable with oneself. If you need stuff to make you happy, you need things or people to make you feel better. Yeah. No, but that means you're living on the lower level. That's all low level stuff. That's what I'm saying. So now I got a bunch of pictures. I love pictures. See here, right here? What that look like? Then down here, I'm gonna show you something else. This is the original Haru. This is the original spirit of Haru from God from ancient times, okay? It done evolved, okay? It done changed a few things, a few times. But I got a bunch of pictures that, and this is all about the mind. And this is all the mind, all mind concepts, okay? I'm gonna try to break them down for you the best I can. This is the favorite. You ever seen a man riding a snake up into the sky? They call it the serpent in the sky, or the serpent in the rainbow. A whole lot of information here. It's all dealing with the mind. That's why I love it so much, because this is all mental stuff. This is the stuff that you can actually manifest for yourself, all right? The experience oneness is likened to what? Experience of peace of mind. Why? Because there are now no physical desires of the flesh to create the what? That unrest, trying to act on them and trying to accumulate them. You don't want for nothing. If you want something, if you have desires, that means you want something and you're going to want to have it. And if you're not fulfilled, that carries over, okay? Now, therefore, the experience of oneness is considered to be what? The state in which all apparent realities cease to exist. Ain't nothing else. The I, right there, the one, that's the same thing. The one and the I, same thing. This is the original state of being. I just gave a lesson about the meditation state, learning how to what? Just be. Just be. I didn't get good at meditating until I stopped thinking. Well, what to do with some meditating? Just learn how to be. See, these is all mind games that you need to understand. Oh, the mind is a bad mamma jamma, and if you don't understand how to master it, it will master you. It'll run on autopilot. It'll do what it wants to do. That's the ego. Okay. With no information, no knowledge, it's going to do something. It's better if you control it. That's the idea. But now the experience of what we call duality, again, Maya, or what we call discrimination, is the state of mind in which opposites exist, and therefore the struggle, what? Between those opposites exists as well. Good, bad. They opposite. They that one, they can't be by themselves. You got all good. How are we gonna know bad? What's the opposite of good? Gotta have something. Bad. If everything is bad, opposite ain't nothing. So you need them to cancel each other out. Now I just showed you the picture of the snake. I'm gonna break it down for you. I got it highlighted. The wave of the mind. Remember, this is how the brain works. The wave of your mind resembling the body of a serpent. For some reason, the serpent got a bad rap 2,000 years ago. But before that, the serpent was revered. You'll see. Watch this. Christians, oh, you see serpent, they freak out. Serpent is what you want to be around. Watch this. There you go. Now, your mind resembles the body of a serpent. Why? Or like a roller coaster ride for the soul. A mind free of these ways, smooth out. Told told you about the smooth out, okay? Not too high, not too low. When you do that, that's the wave. Well, when you smooth it out, you don't have a problem. That's what you got to learn how to do mentally. That's what I'm trying to show you. And that's where I got it from. They taught me this a long time ago. That's how I understand it now. When I was reading, I'm like, yeah. But now it makes so much sense. I hope I can get that point across to you. A mind free of these waves has achieved what we call supreme peace. Taking the waves out, okay? Smoothing out, that's supreme peace. We call Hotep. And understands what? The unity of all creation. In another sense, the coils of the serpent. That's what this is, okay? This is the serpent that's in the bottom of your spinal cord, right? It's coiled 3.5 times. And when he opened up, he go from the spine to the temple, stretched out. Line them up. If you take the coils out, line them straight up, that's your kundalini coming up to get in touch with your pineal gland. Oh, this is perfect. This is rich. This is good stuff here. All right, here we go. The symbolism and the understanding takes away all that nonsense, I think. So let me see if I can make it make sense to you. Now, in another sense, the coils of the serpent that rest in the bottom, that's kundalini. That's the Indian took our concept and they made it famous. But it's the serpent of what they call your primeval waters. It represents the cosmic mind and its thoughts, which stir up what? The ocean from its calm, and thereby it creates waves of different shapes and sizes, the names and forms of creation. Remember, created himself out of utterance of his own self, okay? Now, I'm going to show you a bunch of hieroglyphics to try to break it down as we go. But the hieroglyphic symbol of the serpent characterize the idea of duality. What you mean? The serpent, although it appears as one unit, ready? That is to say, it has no arms, no legs. Well, how we get around? But it has a double tongue and, fellas, a double penis. All the fellas love that. Yeah, I got 2 of these damn things. Sound good, don't it? Okay, but what's this? Now he got a double tongue and a double penis. They ain't got past that. They still stuck there. Oh, yeah, well, moving on. Let's go. Now, thus, your mind is symbolized by the serpent. Remember, this is all symbology. And if you understand it, you'll get it. It has 2 aspects. A discriminative, dualistic quality as symbolized by the serpent Apous. Apous is Ra's natural enemy. Apous wants everything to go back to the noon where nothing's going on. That's where he dwells, okay? He represents chaos where ain't nothing going on, okay? That's him. And watch this. And he is synthetic, unifyingly, the quality that they call the serpent in the sky, okay? The serpent in the sky, it represents the higher mind and intellect. Okay? It is what they call the centipede, the 1,000-legged animal, the centipede of Haru. Why? Because the god, Haru is considered the god of light, pure energy. Okay? That's us. In physical form that y'all claim by Christ, Jesus, same thing, that was the concept. They just took it a different way, but that's what it means. Sons of light, that's us. Okay? Sons of God. God is light. And watch this, the protectors of Asar. Now, in ancient times, or Ra, in ancient times, the Egyptian text, Apous or Apep is the enemy of Ra. They represent, Apous represents night, Ra represents day. We get 12 hours of daylight, we get 12 hours of darkness. That's balance. You can't have one like the other. Moving on. That's the concept. It's been an eternal fight, but it's all going on also inside of you. Watch this. Now, Apep is the enemy of Ra. So if Ra is light, intellect, knowledge, what is the Apous? The sun, aka Ra, represents light, warmth, life, force, truth, spirit, etc. That's what Ra represents. So if that's Ra, Apous got to be what? The opposite to those things. Apophis is and its fiendish friends. Birds of a feather flock together represents darkness, physical and moral evil, etc. That's the physical domain in which we live in right here. Okay? Mentally, physically, we're in the devil domain. Mentally, we got to what? Raise our conscious level up out of this gutter that we're born in, like the lotus flower. It grows in the worst thinking place, but it rises up to God and bypass all that nonsense. Don't even touch it. Okay? Like the scarabito, we are like dung. Okay? We rise up out of it from nothing. Okay, all this is conceptual, but it makes a lot of sense if you understand the animal and the concepts that the gifts that the animals have. All conscious know what he's doing. But it is important to truly understand that Apophis is what they consider a constant enemy of Ra. That means ignorance is always in opposition to light. Dark is always going to fight the light. Ra, who fights him every day. It's an ongoing story. But this is a concept that you can philosophically understand. But Ra, Apophis is trying to stop Ra, what? From shining. Trying to stop his shine. We got people, family, friends, haters who want to stop your shine. That little light that we got, let it shine. But the more knowledge you get of self, it gets brighter. They can't stop that. That's the difference. And now the implication idea is that those who wish to be like Ra, us right thinkers, those on our spiritual path to enlightenment, to know thyself, must, just like Ra, what? Be prepared to what? Fight. Against who? Apophis, ignorance, evil, okay? When? At every moment. It's a never-ending fight for truth, justice, in the American way. Sound familiar? Thus, evil don't take, the devil don't need a vacation. The devil he love his job. He love what he do. And y'all make it easy for him. And he just loves it more. Why? Because y'all make his job so much easier. He ain't got to work that hard. At one time, it was hard work to convince people to do wrong. Now, it's on autopilot. He tell you, I got out of every 10 people, 80 of y'all, I got under my power. Y'all even know y'all serving me. Only 2 people who get it right are those who wake up. I'm trying to increase that number. Let's go. But thus, there must be a continued what? Self-effort, spiritual discipline. And one must now truly develop his endurance if one is to achieve success against Apophis. Okay? Why? Apophis is a persistent adversary. Y'all call it the devil. Same concept. It's all mental. It's all trying to get you get you where you are. If you believe the devil, same concept. Why? The devil don't stop anything. The devil's always busy. The devil get behind me. Why? Because he in front of me, he gonna lead me the wrong way. We've been knowing that a long time. That's the ego. Apophis, whoever you want to call it, we understood that. Moving on, sorry. But now you got Apophis who represents your lower self. The ego, the ultimate ego. Now you got the mind and the body, which indulges in emotionality. That's the human part about the spirit body that once it controls the spirit got to go with the flow, so to speak. When you got emotionality, you can be led with greed, deceit, you can sense pleasures, etc. All that's all physical, all that's low level. That's Apophis. And he also represents, you ready? Adversity. Don't the devil promise a bunch and then throw a whole bunch of stuff at you? That ain't a new concept. Apophis, he throws adversity in your life as well. He bringing it. Why? That's what he do. Hello? Consequently, those situations or people who were seen as what? Evil, contrary to who? Maya, righteousness, right thinkers. Those people are called, you ready? Children of the corn? No. Children of the devil? No. Children of Apophis. The original, okay? Don't get them, all the ones, oh yeah, but Apophis is the original, okay? Children of Apophis, as in what? The following text. I'm going to read this text, I'm going to shut it down. I got some more stuff for you. Start over again for clean. The text says, children of the serpent Apophis, they are the impious who haunt the wilderness in the desert, they're going to be asked out. Apous is defeated. There we go. Now, this is the rap that this one, the whole time I've been doing that just to get here. So, talking about the mulberry bush here, but this is the coup de grace right here. Apous can be defeated only by those who are armed with what? The burning and destroying heat of what? The sun, light, fire, okay? Light, knowledge. That is, they who possess Maya. Truth, righteousness, virtuality, divine order, all those things. And guess what? You got to have my boy Tahuti. Right thinking and reason and logic, God's mind. He represents what? Light, insight, and wisdom. Them two together is what your mind should be focused on. And watch this. Now, as the burning body is consumed by the flames of the fire, watch this. So too will the illusion of duality will be consumed by the light and the fire of what? Truth. Knowledge and understanding of oneself will dissolve when what? When the forces of light are shed upon it. George Clinton hit him. Flashlight. You want that? Oh, you dance, sucker. Dance, sucker. Oh, I love that. It's a good segue to say, hope you understand the lesson. Light will supersede darkness every time. That's why Rod is always the victor, and every day he's always here. He ain't lost a fight yet. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I'll be right back. Oh, I got more. You know how we do. But right now, I got to go. And in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 minus that day. So I never know that my right thinkers have passed away. But you know, us Maya livers, we don't die, we multiply.